Hello, everyone. In this video, we will begin to introduce interfaces. An interface is a class-like constructor for defining common operations for objects. In many ways, an interface is similar to an abstract class, but its intent is to specify common behavior for objects of related classes or unrelated classes. For example, using appropriate interface, you can specify that the objects are comparable, addable, or clonable. To distinguish an interface from a class, Java uses the foreign syntax to define an interface. The keyword interface is used to define interface. The keyword class is used to define a class. This is example. We define the edible interface, provide the abstract method, how to eat, to return a string to describe how to eat the edible stuff. An interface is treated like a special class in Java. Each interface is compiled into a separate bytecode file, just like a regular class. You can use an interface more or less the same way you use an abstract class. But you cannot create an instance from an interface using the new operator. Let's look at the example. Here, we have this test edible. Now we define the class animal. Animal has weight, get weight, set weight, sound. This is the abstract class, and this is the abstract method sound. Because we don't know what is the exact sound the animal makes unless we know what is the animal it is. So let's look at a chicken now. Chicken extends animal. Now implements the interface edible. Chicken is edible. In animal, we have this class, this method, sound. So we're gonna implement the sound. This is how a chicken sounds. What about the edible? This is how to eat for chicken. This is fry it. So this sound is this is the chicken sound. Chicken is cock doodle doo. So this is the chicken sound. So we have a concrete class chicken. Chicken is an animal and chicken is edible. The interface is this edible. Implements interface, extends class. Tiger extends animal. Tiger is not edible, so we don't implement edible. So this is the tiger, and this is how a tiger sound. Fruit is edible, so we're gonna implement edible interface. Now, fruit is abstract, so because we don't know how to eat a fruit unless we know what a specific fruit is. So fruit is still now abstract. Apple extends fruit, implements how to eat. So that's how to eat is defined in edible interface. So apple is a fruit, apple is edible. And this is the orange. Orange, this is how to eat orange. So make orange juice. Now, let's use the UML diagram to represent all this. Animal, edible, fruit, chicken, tiger. Fruit is edible, chicken is edible. Chicken is animal, tiger is animal. So this is animal is abstract class. So we use this notation to denote chicken is a subtype of animal. And our chicken is also a subtype of edible, but this is interface. We use the dashed line, point to edible. Orange is a fruit. Apple is a fruit. What's the difference between an interface and abstract class? For interface, in the early days, when interface was introduced in Java before JDK 1.8, the interface can only have abstract methods. So here is the interface. This is the abstract method, and may have constants, the public static constants, but it cannot have any other stuff. But since JDK 1.8, we have some new information now you can use. So what we can do with the new features in JDK 8 and JDK 9, you can define default method in an interface. So here's the interface. You can put a default, this keyword default. So provide a default implementation for a method. You can have a static method also. So this interface is now have more features since JDK 1.8. Another thing about the interface is all these methods and constants defined interface, they are actually public. So if you don't use this public visibility modifier, by default is public, and this is the only thing you can use. You cannot use private protected. So interface is all public. So that's why you can omit this public abstract, and this is public static final, and so this is known as public static final. It's a constant, and this is public abstract for the method. That is all for an introduction to interfaces. We're going to look at more in the next video. Thank you for watching. See you on the next video.